Hi there everyone, Grada Robertson, and I'm so happy that you're popping in and watching this video, because tonight I want to share 5 tips that will boost your happiness. Because happiness is something that we all want more of, right? Nobody's ever going to say, oh, I'm so full of happiness, don't give me any more, stay away with your happiness. No, we all want more happiness. And also it would be great if we had like a sense of unwavering joy, you know, that we had an easy access to joy, that we can feel that in our bodies. And I'm bringing this subject up today because the world as we know it, our society has gone into a big contraction, right? So all of life constantly goes into contraction and then it goes into expansion. I talked about that a little bit last week. So like even we breathe in and we breathe out, that's natural. The sea goes in and out, we have ebb and flow. And so our world, our society has gone into a really big contraction. So you could say people have gone into a state of fight and flight, and it's very contagious. And so when we are living in our survival brain, which is our back brain, it's actually very hard to access your joy or happiness, right? So, but we can break through that. And I just want to remind you a story that you might have heard before, or maybe haven't. I love this example. So like if you catch a crab, like a crayfish, so a crab, and you put it in a bucket, one crab in there is going to find its way to freedom. It's just going to, you know, climb up the side of the bucket, cling on the edge and hop out. But a really strange thing happens when you have 2 crabs in the bucket or more. As soon as you have more than one, and so the first one starts to climb to the top, the second one comes along and starts pulling on that first one, and they both fall down. And so they never get out, apparently never, they just can't escape. And it's worse when you have more, of course, crabs in the bucket. So that's just a really good analogy, that we are those crabs, right? And so if you listen to everyone around you, it's all doom and gloom and there's no light at the end of the tunnel and everything is very scary and so on. It's like how you pull each other down. And so I want to give you some tools tonight that will help you stop doing that. And even if you have been, if you've caught yourself doing that sort of thing, you can actually, I'm going to give you a leg up, right? So I'm going to help you to I'll push you out of that bucket so you can feel more liberated and free. So there are 5 things. So remember that story about the crabs, right? So like it's impossible for you to snap out of your survival brain and to feel good if you are externally validating all your fear stories, right? And the other thing that's also really important to remember is that your joy or happiness meter is like your internal guidance system. So if your happiness and joy meter is down and you're feeling really flat and it goes on for a long time, that actually means you are disconnected from your soul purpose, right? So what I can turn it around as well for you. So one way you know you're on track with your soul, you know, we all have a soul and our soul is immortal and it's our connection to the divine, it's our divine guidance. And when we listen to it, we literally can't stop feeling joy when we're on track. And so the crab in the bucket isn't feeling much joy, especially not when it gets pulled down all the time, right? And so that's also how we then disconnect from our higher, greater purpose, our mission, our sense of what gives us fulfillment, because we came into the world, you know, with a sacred mission, whether you believe that about yourself or not. So rather than spending hours or days or months navel gazing and thinking what your purpose is, I'm going to give you the shortcut. I'm going to give you the back door in, a sneaky way in. Start raising your joy meter first. So start bumping your happiness levels first, and then your purpose is going to become very clear to you very quickly. And we can do this artificially. It might feel artificial, but actually what you're doing is you are actively taking charge of the steering wheel, right? Okay, so I'll start with number one. Actually, I've got it at the bottom of the blog, but I'll turn it around. So number one is a physical exercise, and it's like actually where you give your ears a really good hard massage, especially the outside of your ears, and you can uncurl your ears, and that's giving your entire body a massage, okay? Because if you look at your ears, it looks like a little baby, a fetus upside down, and that's literally, you can have a look at it. There's a word for it. It's like reflexology, ear reflexology. There are 700 points on each ear. And so when you massage your ears, you get a quick energy boost. I'm going to do that first so that the blood goes to my brain, and it makes it easy for me to remember all my points. So you can do it slow or fast. And when you uncurl your ears, it's very deeply relaxing, and it hurts a little bit as well, because we all get stressed. There is an important hormone point here, right in this, where you can balance your hormones when you go like that. And there is also this point here, the highest point there, that stops anaphylactic shock. So you can hold that and squeeze it really hard, and then neutralizes allergies. But anyway, I can talk about that for a whole day, but which I won't do. Just massage your ears real hard, and you can do that now with me. You feel like you get a surge of energy, right? And this is a good surge of energy. It's like, oh, the systems are remembering what they meant to do. So you can do it. My ears are glowing now, so that feels good. You can do it for a bit longer than that. And actually that's going to release feel-good hormones. It's going to snap you out of the stress hormone side and release serotonin, which are your happy hormones. So what it means is it's changing the chemistry on the inside. So that's a very, very easy one to do. That's going to put you back into joy, because humans, that our natural state is a state of joy. So I want you to know that as well. That's our natural state, and the body is always trying to push itself back into a natural state. So the second one is foster gratitude or practice gratitude. Now, some people will say, well, you know, that's like, sounds a bit, what's the word, artificial. I'm thinking of that word. But it really, really pays off. And I do this myself sometimes. I go on a gratitude rant or gratitude rampage, and I just walk around the house or in the garden for 2 minutes or 3 minutes, however long it takes. And I just say things like, I'm so grateful that I'm alive today. I'm so grateful that I'm breathing. I'm so grateful for the green leaves on the tree. I'm so grateful for the wisteria that's flowering. I'm so grateful that I'm living in this era, because I mean, I could be living in the Middle Ages, right? And it was a lot worse. I'm so grateful I have water coming out of my tap. I'm so grateful for my children. I'm grateful for Peter. I'm grateful the sun has come up. I'm so thankful that I have money in the bank. I'm so thankful I live in Tasmania. I'm grateful for my body. And on. You literally do a rant. You know how we sometimes go on a big rant, but now you do gratitude rant. And honestly, like, even if I feel my chakras now, so I'm just feeling my chakra system, it aligns and unblocks your chakra system like nothing else. There's honestly not even sound baths or ice baths or other really drastic therapies or activities that you can do. It still doesn't act as powerful as going on to a gratitude rant. So if I feel my chakras now, I still feel a little bit of an energy block here, right? And one in my tummy. But if I kept this up, so I would say I'm so grateful for all the people who are listening now. I'm so grateful we've got Facebook Live and, you know, social media, that we can connect to each other. I'm so grateful that I'm alive today, and on and on. after another minute, all my chakras will be balanced. And when your chakras are balanced, your chakras are your outside hormonal systems that allow energy to go into your body. It like gives your body a massive boost. And even like normal scientists, like not mystical people, but normal scientists who deal with chemistry, they know that a few minutes of gratitude boosts your immune system by like 50%. And you know, that's way more powerful than anything else that I can think of, right? So you have all the tools there. I'm so grateful that I know about this gratitude rant. And sometimes we're in the habit of moaning or complaining, but just remember now you're being the crab that's pulling other people down and you're back in the bottom of the bucket again. If you want to listen to that story, just go back to the replay later on. And we really want to support each other, right? We want to stop all this, you know, how people attack each other and they blame each other. Blaming and attacking each other is low-level thinking. It comes from a primitive nervous system, and you want your nervous system to evolve, right? You want to be different to those crabs in the bucket. You want to be a caring, sharing, cooperative person, you know, where we want to create a better planet, where the energy flows easier, where it's safe for everyone is respected and honored. And in the first place, you honor yourself. Right, so we did the EMS side, gratitude today, very, very potent. The third one is very easy. So if I feel out of sorts, I just have this very simple affirmation where I say to myself, and it's the universe, I just say, I'm open to gifts. You know, I can even put my hand on my head. I'm open to gifts. And then suddenly I say that 2 or 3 times. I start to see the gift everywhere. I start to expect gifts as well, rather than expecting the worst. I'm going to expect gifts. And that way the universe can give me the support or the help that I need, because it's always trying to help me and you as well, because you're in a partnership with the universe. So the universe is your partner in health, it's your partner in love, it's your partner in business, it's your partner in money, in wealth, in all your relationships. And it's always wanting to support you, but we don't have the capacity to receive that support. So we have to, increase our capacity. And the simplest sentence of all times is just very simple. I'm open to gifts. And it brings in that childlike expectancy and a childlike curiosity, how you felt just before Christmas or Santa Claus in Holland. So that's a good one. That changes your chemistry as well. So that's number 3. Number 4 is like self-care. So self-care, of course, you need to sleep enough. Make sure you have enough rest. And time by yourself is more important than ever. And also drink enough water. So they're 2 very basic ones, right? And try and eat healthy, of course, right? But even if you don't eat healthy all the time, don't beat yourself up. So I would say rest enough, drink your water and your salt. That's the absolute key. That's something I do every single day. Plus I have my iodine as well that really protects me from lots of things too. So if you want to know more about that, just send me a personal message. And then number 5 is meditation. So just a quick meditation so that you get used to dropping into a meditative state. And when you're in a meditative state, you start to experience life from the inside out rather than from the outside in. And from the inside out is very empowering, because all the power is on your side. It's not on the other side. You're not at the mercy of society or your neighbor or your mom or your boyfriend or your child or whatever, because you're experiencing it all from the inside out. So meditation is great. And I'll finish off, if you like, with a quick meditation. So it doesn't have to be anything complex at all. It's just simply pulling your attention back into your body, and then bring your attention backwards and downwards is the most calming energy, which is also the manifesting channel. If we want to manifest something, we have to bring the energy backwards and downwards, right? If we go up and out, which is what you know, the hippies and so on were trained to do back in the 1960s and so on, and 70s, when people wanted to be liberated. That's a liberating force, right? But we really need to ground ourselves now, because we want to earth the gifts. We need to earth our light. We need to anchor our light into Mother Earth, so that things can change for us and for society, for humanity, for everyone. Okay, so let's do a very quick shared meditation, and by the end of this you're going to feel real calm and peaceful, and that's your true self, right? When you feel like that, that's your true core self that's stepping out in the foreground. So I'm just going to invite you to close your eyes. When your eyes are closed, the unconscious mind is in the driver's seat. And if you like, you can put your hand on your chest. It's always very calming. And just notice in behind your eyes is a beautiful, safe space in your head, in the back of your head. And it's very still there, so just go as far back as you can go. Maybe just even further and further and further back, maybe right into infinity. Right, so you can just keep going further back, and it's like limitless. That's how you connect to the energy of the universe, infinite source, your divine guidance. It's all there. And then if you like, it's starting to feel very calming and restful. And you start to feel timeless and peaceful. And then I'm going to invite you to drop through the back of your body into your heart center, into the back of your heart. Now just imagine in the back of the heart, there's another little sanctuary, secret room. And just notice if the energy feels a little bit different there. Does it still feel as peaceful? Does it have a different flavor, a different feeling, a different sensation? And if it helps, you can breathe into it. Use your breath to drop further. And after you've connected to your heart, I want you to drop into your sacrum, which is the sacred bone at the back of your body. It's called sacrum because it's sacred. It's the cross where the up and sideways energy crosses over, and it's protecting your reproductive system. And it's like a sacred space right in front of the sacred bone, inside your pelvic area. So just see if you can drop into that, and that's got another feeling again. That's like where the universe has a docking station into your body. If you find it hard to drop down, just ask your body to bring that energy center up. So sometimes it works for me if I bring it up rather than dropping down. And now you start to feel real grounded. Just enjoy that feeling of groundedness, knowing that the more time you spend in this kind of space, the easier your life will be, because this is where you meet your business partner, which is the universe, where the universe exchanges ideas and energy, resources, help, support. It's all flowing your way. So just see if you can stretch the container that you are in a physical body. It's like a container. See if you can stretch it a bit, make it a little bit bigger. Just use your imagination, use a visual. Like you can think of your pelvic area as the size of a bath or a canoe, or a a ship, and the universe is filling that up with energy, keeping you safe and grounded, protected, supported, empowering you, making you feel connected to your inner strength. And now we can ground all that energy through the feet, into the center of Mother Earth. And just feel that nurturing energy coming up through your feet, back into your body, into your pelvis, into your heart, and in behind your eyes. And then now you feel so grounded and connected in your body, and so at one with Earth. You feel rock solid. You feel like, yes, I can climb out of that bucket. And it's easy for me to be free. It's easy for me to get off the matrix, to live my own empowered lifestyle, because I'm connected to my spirit. And nobody can dominate my spirit. And I am safe. So just breathe that into your body. And now you can even say, I'm open to gifts. I'm open to incredible gifts. I'm open to incredible, powerful support. I'm open to receiving blessings. And then you just feel your cup fill up and spill over. So now you can give from abundance, from overflow. And just feel that in your body. Trusting in the universe a little bit more now than before you started. And it's all about building trust. So if you like, you can open your eyes and then you're back in the room and you just stay in this beautiful, peaceful, energetic state. Right? So where everything comes from, everything is created from your inner state. Everything in your life is a photocopy, an exact photocopy of your inner core state. So if you want to change your life very quickly, and you get addicted to it, by the way, you go into your inner core center and change whatever you don't like there. So whether you use visuals or beautiful music or affirmations or breathing or coloring, or you listen to the meditation again that I just gave you, it's going to pay off, right? It's really going to change the circumstances so you can feel safe and free and empowered. So I hope that you like this. I do this every Monday night at 8 o'clock, and it goes on my website, gradarobertson.com, where I have tons and tons of videos. If you click on Grada's blogs, I also have YouTube. And I have a book that I wrote, You're the Miracle, How Being Hit by a Truck Saved My Life. It's also an audio book that you can get for $11, and I think you can get a free PDF of my book as well. Plus, happy news, I've just finished writing my third book, which now needs to be edited. And the editor has also got my second book. So by next year, hopefully, I'll have 3 books that you can read. And they're all going to help you feel good about yourself, right? So I'm very glad that I got the chance to write those books, and that I can help you just feel good and empowered in yourself, that I can show you that you can make a comeback from anything and everything that life throws at you. Okay, doke. So thanks for tuning in, everyone, and have a really, really great week. And I'll be here again next Monday night at 8 o'clock, all being well. Looking forward to seeing you again. Bye, everyone. Bye, Lynn. See you. Bye.